Everybody get a cup of coffee. Everybody are you serious? Are you serious? Something biblical's going on. Something strange is going on. Something impossible is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. All right, let me put a shout out right now. Guys, let me just say real fast, disclaimer, because some of the content and information of this video is for entertainment only. But wait, also www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. Guys, everyone's excited about AI. A smarter future, a faster future, everything's connected, everything's in the cloud. But what happens when it breaks? What happens when the system that holds your money gets hacked? When AI trains on every password, every pattern, every weakness, and turns its attention to your bank account. How much of your wealth exists only as a number on a screen? What happens when you wake up and you're locked out of your own life? No cash, no card, no access, no fun. It's almost like Mondami's world has come. And just a message on the screen telling you to wait. This is why smart Americans are turning to Noble Gold to help them own something real. Gold, a biblical currency, and silver is as well. A coin that you can hold, a bar that you can stack, an asset that doesn't live on a server, can't be frozen by a keystroke, can't be erased by some code. I need you to do this. Click on that link below the video. Go to www.pastorpaulgold.com or call him on the phone at 877-646-5347. And if you call and you tell him Paul Begley sent you, wow, you will then qualify for this 10-ounce silver bar of the 250th year anniversary of the United States of America. Wow. Guys, 10 ounces of pure silver. This thing's worth over $650 and going up. Get yours today. Find out how. Go to www.pastorpaulgold.com or call him on the phone, 877-646-5347, and tell him Pastor Paul Begley sent you there. All right. Now, wow. Things strange. This is impossible. There's some strange things that are happening at Mount Shasta. And let me just start with that because I'm kind of blown away by it, to be honest with you. I really am. I'm trying to understand what in the world's going on, okay? What is going on? And don't forget about the flashback. For your love gift of $100 or more, I'm going to give you these three flash thumbnails, okay? Flash drives. You get the whole webinar, Aliens and Fallen Angels. You get the entire webinar. You get the DVD 1-hour interview of the man who died and went to heaven, Heavenly Encounter. Wow. His book has already went #1 on Amazon. And then you also get my new music CD, Harmonize and Prophesy. You get all three of those with your love gift of 100. No, as I say 100, it's 50. Oh yeah, it's 50. What? Yeah, $50 or more. I mean, because that's worth right there. That's worth $100. But for your love gift of $50 or more, no shipping, just place a donation. You give $50. I'm going to send you those 3 flash drives. It's a flashback, no doubt about that. All right, let's talk about what's happening on Mount Shasta because this is pretty huge. Great to see everybody in the chat room also. Great to see all you guys. This is spontaneous Saturday morning. A woman falls 1,500 feet. 1,500 feet off of Mount Shasta while climbing Mount Shasta, and she survives. You got to be kidding. I don't even know if anybody has ever survived a fall of 1,500 feet. I mean, you can't survive a fall of 100 feet. 100 feet? Stack 3 telephone poles on top of each other and fall off the top of that. 1,500? She did. A woman climbing Mount Shasta over the weekend fell 1,500 feet straight down off the mountain, and she lived. This very novice climber was rescued in a dramatic response that prompted the U.S. Forest Service to underscore safety concerns on the mountain's most popular route, reported that the Redding Record Searchlight, part of the USA network, the United States Forest Service climbing rangers, working with the California Highway Patrol and the Siskiyou County search and rescue crews, reached the injured woman after the cloud cover complicated an initial helicopter approach. They couldn't hardly see where to get. The clouds was too low. It was dangerous, but they were able to finally pull it off. Now, this is crazy, but it's not the first time somebody has been. So what happened is she fell 1,500 feet and landed in the snow was fresh snow. She landed in the snow, and the snow was deep enough that they're trying to say the snow caught her in a nice cushion, but it wasn't really that much snow to have caught someone 1,500 feet. It was not, because you could still see her laying there in the snow. So something else happened. Because everyone is saying it's impossible to fall 1,500 feet and survive it. It just is off Mount Shasta. But back in March of this year in Mount Shasta, there was an avalanche gulch revealed a common mistake by less experienced climbers when two San Francisco men successfully climbed to the mountain but ran into trouble during their descent on the way back down in the Red Banks. One climber slipped and fell 700 feet after his equipment was not properly fastened. The injured climber couldn't continue, forcing a pair to spend a freezing night on the mountain with him with limited supplies. High winds and darkness delayed the rescue until the next morning. But all the climbers survived, and so did he. He fell 700 feet. Impossible to survive, but he did. Now, this happened in March of this year. So you have these situations, and you say to yourself, what's going on at Mount Shasta? Well, we did a little research over there at Mount Shasta, and we found that this mountain is known for a lot of UFO and UAP activity. And also there's a lot a of some very strange entities. Now, there's a lost civilization called Lemura. They're known as the Lemurians, and that and this is hypothetical, of course, and this is legend, but they have been spotted even as we are now. Okay, not just like 200 years ago. I'm saying they're still being spotted today. They're believed to be a culture of people who lived back in the 1800s before modern plate technologies before modern plate tectonics explain animal distribution. They supposedly escaped when the Lemura sank beneath the Pacific Ocean, and it was built. So they built an underground city called Telos in Mount Shasta, into the mountain. Witnesses of folklore are saying that they seen people 7 to 9 feet tall. Let me say that again. They seen people 7 to 9 feet tall. They were slender with long hair, and they wear white robes. White robes. They're very highly intelligent and spiritually advanced, possessing psychic or telepathic capabilities, and occasionally appearing in nearby towns before disappearing back into the mountain, Mount Shasta. Now, they have been seen as of last year. There was 2 seen last year in one of the local towns off there at the foothill of Mount Shasta. Now, 7 to 9 foot, that's giants. Okay, that's giants. Could there still be giants living underground into the caves, into the depth of Mount Shasta? It's a question. Now, some modern believers, especially from the UFO community and UFOlogy, they believe that these beings could be extraterrestrials or could be interdimensional beings or descendants of ancient civilizations or maybe even angelic guardians of the hidden knowledge, okay? Some believe they could be actually angelic angels of the Lord, not fallen angels. Some believe they could be fallen angels as well. This is all being discussed in the realm of that area. Now, part of the Bible talks about in the book of Enoch does refer, and if you went to the book of Enoch, chapter 10, and you read verses 18 through 21, you'd see that God commanded the archangels to judge the angels called the Watchers, who descended to the earth and married human women and taught forbidden knowledge. Now, that's in the Bible in Genesis chapter 6. It's also in the book of Enoch in chapter 10. Now, other key passages in the book of Enoch say these words, and I know the book of Enoch is not in our Bible. I think it maybe should be, but I'm not the authority of that, but I'm just saying it could have been. And the reason was it was found in, with the Essene documents of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay, the book of Enoch was found. Okay, so the first, in First Enoch chapter 10, verses 4 through 6, God tells the archangel Raphael to bind the fallen angel Azrael hand and foot and cast him into a desert chasm called Daniel. Some stories are piled over him. Some rough stones get piled over top of him, and he is to remain there until the final judgment day. And also in Enoch chapter 10, verses 11 through 14, God tells the archangel Michael to bind the leader Zemjaza and the other watchers, which are the fallen angels, under the hills of the earth for 70 generations until the day of judgment. Now, if you was to go back to Genesis chapter 6, you know that fallen angels did impregnate women on the earth, and they bore them men, mighty men, men of renown, giants in the land. Before the flood and after the flood, this was going on. Even up into little David had to kill giants of the Philistines. We know Joshua had to fight all these giant tribes. We know that there's giant skulls and giant bones have been found all over the world, okay? So including the United States of America, especially Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, but really all over the United States, including in the areas of Mount Shasta. So also in the book of Enoch, it says that Enoch is shown visions of places where these angels were confined. He said they were confined in deep valleys, rocky pits, and fiery places like volcanoes and great mountains associated with their imprisonment. Now, the Bible tells us in Genesis that they were cast down, and even in the book of Isaiah, it says that Lucifer was thrown down. And even Jesus said, I seen Lucifer fall from heaven as lightning falls to the earth. Okay? He's seen him fall like lightning. And so in the book of Enoch, it does make reference to where did these fallen angels wind up? And according to the book of Enoch, they wound up in deep valleys, rocky pits, fiery places like volcanic areas and great mountains associated with their imprisonment. Now, in Enoch chapter 21, Enoch asks what these terrible places are. And the angel explains that they are prisons prepared for the rebellious fallen ones, okay, until the time of the final judgment. Now, because these prisons are described as being inside the earth, beneath hills, or among great mountains, many readers that summarize this by saying that God cast the fallen angels into the mountains. More precisely, the text says that they are bound beneath the hills or in deep valleys within the earth, not simply placed on the mountain tops. They weren't just thrown down on top of a mountain and said, you stay up there. But they were literally cast under the mountains, into the mountains. So the question you got to ask yourself, could it be, and I don't know, but could it be that these what they call Lemurians, could it be that they are actually fallen angels, that people have actually seen them at 7 foot, maybe up to 9 foot and taller? Could it be that they actually have been imprisoned or been cast or been commanded to stay under the mountains of Mount Shasta and other locations until the day of judgment? The Bible does say that the angels are bound in everlasting chains of darkness until the day of judgment and of ungodly men, the judgment of ungodly men and angels. So there is a judgment day coming. So could it be that people are seeing fallen angels in the Mount Shasta area? And is it possible that if there's fallen angels there, that there's also heavenly angels there? Since, according to the book of Enoch, Michael and Raphael, the angels, were responsible for putting these guys there. And of course, that's according to the book of Enoch, which is not in your Bible. But certainly the stories of fallen angels are certainly in our Bible. And the casting them down upon the earth is certainly in our Bible. So could it be that when the lady fell 1,500 feet, that it was angelic angels caught her and was able to let her down into the snow? You can't fall 1,500 feet, folks, and hit the snow and live. You just can't. I don't care how soft and puffy the snow is. You're going to go through it. You're going to crash and hit the solid rock or the solid surface or solid ice. I don't care what you hit. If you jumped right now out of an airplane 1,500 feet and landed in the ocean, you would die not from drowning, but from the impact of the smack. You can't fall 1,500 feet. It is impossible unless something else, something divine has the ability to catch you. And this is going to create some conversation. You got to know right now, the UFO community is going to go crazy with this. The alien community is going to go absolutely bonkers over this. I would think that the angelic community of Christians would take a look at this as a divine providence of God's grace and mercy. Can you believe this happening? Sounds almost like an Ernest Hemingway novel. But he didn't write the story. Could God's angels save you from a fall? 1,500 feet? This is impossible. But all things are possible to them that believe and that are called according to his purpose. Jesus.
Flying high above the water, a child fishing with his father in the rain. I can smell blackberry brandy and chocolate-covered candy. I see a soldier crying on a train, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walked alone.
I got some more information on Mount Shasta.
I was lost
Mount Shasta.
So afraid, falling asleep.
This is going to blow your mind.
Reading Hemingway.
What I'm going to read to you, this is impossible.
I feel the deepness of his weakness.
Well, it's not an either or. The Bible's the Bible.
At a roadside Idaho cafe.
And the book of Enoch is the book of Enoch. Whether it should be in the Bible,
Fitzgerald's toast.
Jesus quoted it, and so did Jude. Sounds of yesterday, falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long, as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris.
I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows
All night long, as I dream of weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn.
I walk the lonely
Streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
and a shotgun blast echoed across the page. Falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
Got some more information for you about Mount Shasta. A long history of disappearances have happened there. Dozens of search and rescue operations and occasional fatalities occurring in a very typical climbing or hiking season. The vast terrain is very volatile to the weather, and the rugged wilderness make it a challenging environment. The mountain's harsh conditions frequently lead to accidents, but some disappearances remain totally unexplained and highly unusual. There's a man called Lesnar No Vasquez Cardenas. He was 21 years old from Redding, California, who was dropped off by a taxi with a backpacking gear on May the 29th, 2020. He was going to hike the mountain. He vanished without a trace, and his case still remains unsolved despite extensive searches. He has never been found. Then there's Devontae Morgan, a man from San Francisco, California, who went missing in downtown area near Mount Shasta in the same month, May of 2020. There was an extensive community and police search for him. It yielded no answers. Now, he wasn't even on the mountain. He was down at the foot of the mountain in one of the Mount Shasta little towns. And as a matter of fact, historical cases, a veteran climber named John Neza vanished without a trace in 1965. A plane crash involving Robert Frederick Ayers occurred on the mountain also in 2005. Both of these men were never found, not even the plane. They both vanished without a trace. Now, there are steep ravines, crevices, rapid weather shifts, and the U.S. Forest Service and local authorities consistently advise advisors to visitors to be highly prepared when hiking or trying to climb Mount Shasta. If you're asking about the specific historical cases, guys, I just read some to you. That's just a few. So there's been some strange things, but nobody ever has fallen 1,500 feet off Mount Shasta and survived. But this woman did just a couple days ago. So we're going to keep an eye on that. There's a lot of the UFO community. There's been tons of UFOs seen in that area, tons of UAPs in the skies, in the air, and a lot. I mean, a lot of people have spotted these folks walking around in white robes that are 7 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot tall with long hair. They've seen this. This has been repeatedly these sightings. Are they angels? Are they good angels? Are they bad angels? Are they fallen angels? Are they, the UFO community is saying they could be extraterrestrials or interdimensional entities. But a lot of abductions have happened, a lot of vanishing, not just from climbers, but people just in the area. So it's something to think about, something to talk about, and something to pray about. But we're certainly living in the last days, and mysterious things will happen. But the biggest vanishing of all will be the rapture. Be sure you don't miss that one. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He's coming soon. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. I will look into the storms, of course, that hit in Illinois and Indiana and part of the Midwest. We'll be back with some more information. And yeah, I mean, thank you, Pastor Begley. You're right. The book of Revelation has happened. People need to read it. You're exactly right. Matter of fact, the Bible even tells you that you'll be blessed if you read. Now, the book of Enoch, again, is not in our canon, was not approved by the canon. It was not put in the Bible. Now, the Apocrypha was, but was taken out by King James in 1611. The seven books of the Apocrypha probably should be in the Bible, but it was removed. Now, if you go get some of the Gutenberg Bibles or some of the Bibles that were written back in and that were printed in the early 1500s, the Apocrypha's in there, okay? But when you get the King James version of the Bible, the Apocrypha was removed. Now, the Bible itself says that there's a book of Enoch, and that there's a book of Jasher, and there's a book of the Jubilees. As a matter of fact, it mentions 5 different books. The book of the lore of the book of the War of the Lords. And there's another one, I'm just slipping my mind. There's at least 5 books that the Bible makes reference to and tells you, go read it in those books. Is it not written there? Well, we don't have there. And we didn't find Jasher until 1840-something. We didn't find the book of Enoch until the Dead Sea Scrolls confirmed them and revealed. There was some other books of Enoch's written that weren't official. But they found the book of Enoch when they found the Dead Sea Scrolls with the writings from the Essene Jews who left Jerusalem, and thousands and thousands of documents were put there. And that book is what we go by today. That one confirms what happened in Genesis chapter 6. So there's some books now that probably should be put in the Bible. Imagine if the 66 books that we have in the Bible, if we added the 7 books from the Apocrypha, and then if we added the book of Enoch and the book of Jasher that we have found, then we would be having, 66, 73, and then 2 would be 75. We would have 75 books in our Bible if that was acceptable. But again, it's extra scriptural reading. Interesting to read, may not be officially confirmed. It should be in the Word of God as far as the official Word of God, but Jesus does quote from Enoch, and Jude does too, and what they quote is in there. So something to think about. Give your life to Jesus Christ, guys. Happy birthday, America. We're 250 years old. It's incredible this country has lasted. We're a nation of the people, for the people, and by the people. Even though that this country has gone through corruption, has gone through a civil war, has gone through fighting, and political jostling and assassinations and CIA operative and MK Ultra, and there's a lot of stuff that's happened. It was black budget, off the book stuff still happening. Despite that, the country still exists, and you still live in the greatest nation in the world, and still the freest nation. But we sure don't need Mondami, the little commie, sitting behind George Washington's desk lecturing us on what America should be. I think we should talk about what America could be. America could be great again. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Happy birthday, America. Let's let Kevin Wilson sing one song. You Can't Damn America.
You can't damn America. Go on and do all the things that you do. So you fight in the streets and you burn down our cities. You burn our flag. It's a shame and a pity. But you can't damn no America. No, 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 no. Go on and do all the things that you do. Yeah, you might knock us down, yeah, but we'll never fall. 'Cause you can't damn us all. It's not about black or white. It's not about race or creed. One senseless death, and all of us bleed. Yeah, you can't damn no America. No, 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 no. Go on and do all the things that you do. Say you might knock us down, yeah, but we'll
Never fall, 'cause you can't damn us all. Come on, Kevin, sing it. Open up your eyes.
with a little help. Yeah, maybe you realize you can't damn America. Go on and do all the things that you do. Yeah, you might knock us down, yeah, but we'll never fall. 'Cause you can't
Damn us all. Yeah, yeah. Come on, Kevin. Kevin Wilson will be with us for Summer Fire.
You can't damn us all.
Kevin Wilson also singing This Is Still America. Still America, guys.
Wasn't raised on the street, but I've walked them before. Wasn't raised on the farm, God bless them, Lord.
Scripture reference is going to be there at
Wasn't raised by the sea,
Summer Fire.
but it soothes my mind. We're all a little different, but one thing I find, one thing I find, this is still America. Some of us are like the backwoods. Some of us prefer urban neighborhoods. Some like the mountains that reach the sky. Some like the flatlands you see miles and miles, see miles and miles. This is still America. give up on the land of the free. Though she's made mistakes along the way, don't you think it's time we remember where we are? In God we trust, this is still America. You know, this land was built on freedom and dreams. We've gotten off course, just a little it seems. But there's still light for a brighter day. If you ask me why, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. This is still America. To give up on the land of the free.
Sing it, sing it.
Though she's made mistakes along the way, don't you think it's time we remember where we are? In God we trust, this is still America, land of the free. In God we trust, this is still America.
I want to play one more song by Kevin Wilson, if it's all right. God Bless America again. He's written some great songs for this nation. And here's a third one he wrote.
Saw a man down on the corner holding a sign. You know, I think he's right. Says
It's the end of time.
Saw a newsman on the TV in a Colorado town, telling how some madman shot innocent people down. God, I hate to think what lies ahead. We don't get back to the Bible, start doing what Jesus said. We gotta pray like we've never prayed before. We've gotta fight like a soldier in a war. Take a stand. Every woman, every man down on their knees. We gotta beg and plead.
That's right.
We can't give up.
We can't give up.
We can't give in.
We can't give in.
Till God blesses America again. And I wonder what old Thomas Jefferson would say if he could come back and talk to us today. Would he tell us that this country is just what he had in mind? Or would repent and turn to God be the words he cried? And all of this slow living comes at a high cost, and America needs to wake up before everything is lost. We gotta pray like we've never prayed before. We've gotta fight like a soldier in a war. Take a chance. Every woman, every man down on their knees. We gotta beg and plead. We can't give up.
We can't give up.
We can't give in.
We can't give in.
Till God blesses America again. It's time to put the 10 Commandments back on the courthouse square. Put the Word of God back in our schools. Open every day with prayer. Tell all the preachers to start preaching against sin. And maybe then, hey, maybe then, God can bless America again. Hey, maybe then, God can bless America again.
Kevin Wilson with 3 great Americana songs that I'm telling you, this man is a great songwriter and singer. And he'll be with us during Summer Fire, which is August 28th, 29th, and 30th. Where is my paperwork? Where is my poster I'm supposed to show? How does stuff get away from me? Anyway, Summer Fire coming up August 28th, 29th, and 30th. Kevin Wilson will be there all weekend. Kevin Copley will be there all weekend. And matter of fact, those 2 guys are going to team up and do a concert on Saturday afternoon. Are you serious? They'll be singing, though, in all the services. Bishop Larry Ragland will be with us Friday night only, August 28th, so you don't want to miss that. And I'll hang around all weekend with you as well. I'll be doing some preaching Saturday night and Sunday morning. And Heidi will be there. We're also going to have food and refreshments for you all day Saturday, and a big dinner for you Sunday afternoon after the final service. So, and it's all free, by the way. It's all free. And we want you to come to the cornfields of Indiana and experience Summer Fire at Community Gospel Baptist Church. How in the world does my key poster just disappear off my desk? It's just amazing to me. Did I lose it? Did I misplace it? I tell you. Anyway, the theme is for Summer Fire is This Old Church. This Old Church, August 28, 29, and 30. And we will be in memory of my father, who passed away here a couple months ago at the age of 90, who preached his final sermon there on Easter Sunday with me. I gave him the mic, and he quoted John 3:16 and handed it back and told me to preach the message. And so his final message was the greatest message of all. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. And so we'll be raising funds during that 3 days of glory, 3 days of Summer Fire. And if you're coming, please come with that in mind. If you're not coming, but you're going to be watching it live right here on this YouTube channel, we'll give you opportunity to give as well. We're trying to completely renovate this old church, okay? And we've already got it started. Some beautiful work has been done on the front porch. It's just immaculate by Pastor Kevin Copley. But to finish what we want to do on the inside, new carpeting, new painting, and new pews, which we're taking out the old pews and putting in nice, comfortable, cushioned chairs. And also we need to put in all new windows around the church. This church is it was built in 1972, so it's 57 years old. Is that right? 57? Yeah, 57 years old. And the steeple needs refurbished. I mean, there's some work we need done, but we believe we can raise the funds with your help. This old church. All right, Community Gospel Baptist Church in Knox, Indiana. And if you've never been to the cornfields of Indiana, to the little local church like this, and it be rocking on fire. And if you want to come and get baptized, we will baptize you. If you want to be prayed for because of sickness, we will lay hands on you. If we need to give you a prayer cloth, we will do that. I hope to have my brand new book, Trump versus the Beast, available for this would be the release of it ahead of the release. I don't know if Newsmax will let me, because the book is being released actually September the 8th. I'm asking for 100 copies in advance to be able to make these available to the people who come to Summer Fire, where I can autograph them and make them available. We'll see if it happens. I'm working on it. We're working on it hard. Anyway, a lot going on. I'm also be going into a studio and be recording. I'm going to be reading the whole book, so it will have an audiobook, and it will be done professionally by Newsmax. And they'll do a better job than Skyhorse did on Revelation 9:11. Although it's okay, the audio's okay. It's not as good as it should have been. All right, guys. I'll let you go. I'll be back with more. There's a lot going on. I'll be back with more right here on the coming apocalypse. God bless you. Get the flashback. Your love gift of $50 or more, and I'm going to send those thumb drives to you. Get the flashback.